Something going on that you didn't tell me about?
Gee, rack of women's costumes. How suspicious.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the dress that you're holding.
Just browsing?
What's going on? Is the hospital putting on a musical production?
Not exactly.
So then what exactly?
These are the costumes Craig donated for the benefit.
What a relief. You won't be needing that then, because you're not going.
The hell I'm not.
How do you feel about Craig?
Yes, I do.
So how can you even consider going to a party?
I don't even remember the last time I went to a party. And is something wrong with wanting to dance and laugh and have some fun?
We have fun.
We do have fun. But isn't it nice to get out with a crowd for a change, feel like you're a part of something? Don't you miss that?
No.
Well, I do. I want to get dressed up and drink champagne and dance till dawn. And it's all for a good cause.
A good cause in Craig, it's like an oxymoron.
Another reason I have to go. Dr. Hughes issued an order that all hospital staff must attend. And since I got reinstated, I think it would be a bad idea for me to blow this off.
I don't like it.
I know you don't. Look, you know I hate what Craig did to Jennifer. But he's not the only one that hurt your sister.
I know.
We've all done things that we wish the world would just forget. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be living our lives.
Yep. Don't you think it's a little weird, though, that Craig's behind this little benefit? I mean, I don't recall him ever being much of a humanitarian.
People change, and it doesn't take much of a saint to want to help children.
You know what I think? I think it's just a cheap shot at me. He wants to see the look on my face when you walk into a ballroom wearing a gown that he picked out for you. Meg? I'm right, aren't I? That dress is a gift from Craig to you.
What difference does it make where all these costumes came from?
Hey, look, I don't want Craig clothing you.
Clothing me?
Yeah, that's clothing, and he picked it out.
Okay, you know what? I won't be the only one wearing a costume. The rest of the nursing staff will be wearing them too.
I don't care about the rest of the nursing staff, Meg. I care about you.
I know you do. But you're really making too much out of this. I am not going to the gala to give Craig a win over you. I've been ordered to go by my boss.
You could get sick.
I don't want to. Look, I totally get it if you don't want to go.
Oh, no, I'm going.
Since when?
Since right now.
Well, that's great.
I'm going to be there. Make sure that Craig doesn't cut a chandelier down, have it fall on your head.
Well, he'll need a costume.
Oh. Why? What are you going as?
Queen Guinevere.
You picked that out yourself?
Well, I spent one whole summer reading The Now and Future King, and ever since then I've been into the whole Camelot thing.
All right. Well, if you are going to be Queen Guinevere, I'm going to be your Lancelot. And that's what I'm doing.
Paul, surprised to see you here, and in costume, too. Did you talk him into coming?
Bob Hughes wanted the hospital staff here, and Paul decided to keep me company.
Well, if I were your fiancé, I wouldn't let you out of my sight either. And I knew that gown would look great on you, and it fits perfectly.
Everything looks good on Meg.
Even you. See you later.
You didn't tell me you picked out the costume.
He got costumes for all the nurses, I told you.
But you didn't tell me that he picked that gown out for you especially.
Here you go. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that Craig picked out the costume for me.
He's trying to break us up, you know that?
He is not. Why would Craig want to break us up? He doesn't care about us.
I've seen the way he looks at you. He dresses you. He wants you, man. Believe me, I know what that's like.
Well, he's not getting me.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I want to be your wife. I want to have your kids. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
So why'd you wear this costume?
To show Craig that he's an idiot to think that he could get to us. And because it looks good.
It does look good.
Mr. Ryan.
Oh, hi. This is Tim Brody's private investigator.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, what'd you find out?
I got some information for you about Mr. Craig Montgomery. So, Montgomery hired a magician for the party.
That's it. That's what you found out.
It could be important. You never know with magic tricks.
Right. Why don't you go see if you can come up with something better?
Why don't we perform a little magic of our own and forget about Craig?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Chief of Staff of Memorial Hospital, I'd like to...
Call from the executive assistant at the newspaper. He couldn't reach Craig, so he asked me to pass along a message.
Bad news?
Craig's hired a jet.
Departing when?
Tonight. It's fueled, staffed, and ready to take off, Dusty.
What's wrong?
I'm starving.
Right?
Yeah. Food first, you later.
Man with no peer in the powers of prestidigitation. Magnifico the magician.
Thank you.
And for you, dear damsel.
Oh, thank you.
Back off.
I was going to give this to your lady, but if you'd rather. This evening, I began by making gifts appear out of thin air before your very eyes. But for my next feat, I will attempt something far more complex and dangerous. I will make someone vanish. However, I have no assistant, so I will need a volunteer.
Don't even think about it. I will.
Mr. Montgomery, if you'll step into the box, please. I promise this will be painless.
Thanks.
But just in case, any last words?
Yeah, the guy over there owes the benefit fund $300. Make sure someone collects.
I'm good for it. All right. Say goodbye to Mr. Montgomery, everyone.
Bye.
That's him. That's the guy.
What are you talking
The
about?
guy Craig was talking to when he said he wanted to make someone disappear. That's him. You won't even be able to hear me.
Ah, you forget one thing. This is my grandma's hotel. And we know where she hides the fuse box.
And if you're wondering what's become of our gracious host, Mr. Montgomery has vanished. Now, I must ask you all a very important question. Craig Montgomery stepped into the chamber. Where he's gone, only he knows. Now, I have the power to bring him back if, and this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, if you want him back.
I don't think so.
So shall we leave him where he is?
No, I think you should bring him back.
Ah, every man should have at least one friend.
And his sister. Bring him back.
As you wish, ladies and gentlemen, but don't blame me. Voila!
Is he gone? I can't tell.
He's gone.
Mr. Montgomery may have sensed your ambivalence about his return. Shall we try it again? Voila!
Oh my God, he disappeared.
What's going on?
Okay, Magic Boy.
The joke's over. Where is he?
What can I say? These spirits are very unreliable.
You think I'm playing games?
Put him down.
Where is
down,
he?
Dusty. Put him down. All units, we are in lockdown. Secure all the exits. I repeat, we are in lockdown. Secure all the
He
exits.
could be anywhere.
And that is not a crime.
Copy that. We got people at every exit. He hasn't left the building.
So what's he doing?
Other than pushing your buttons, this is typical. He's got a crowd, and he's now the center of attention.
I say we ignore him. Look, you want to dance?
No, not while Montgomery is missing. There you are. Look, I'm paying you to keep an eye on Montgomery. Now, where is he? What happened?
Actually, I think I know exactly where Mr. Montgomery is.
You know how we couldn't figure out why Craig dropped the idea of starting a foundation in Jennifer's name?
You said the whole thing is just a ploy.
Because he wanted us to think it was. What if he couldn't make any headway and figured there was no point in staying in Odell?
He wouldn't leave Johnny.
Dusty, he has an airplane waiting on a tarmac.
Craig is an egomaniac, but even he wouldn't dream up an exit like this just to get attention. There's got to be more to it, Dusty.
Johnny.
Right at the start of this, right at the start of it, I knew this was a terrible idea to let Craig involve himself in the hospital business. Now look what he's done.
Well, all he's done so far is disappear.
Well, Margot, you can take it from me, and you know as well as I do that whatever he's done, it's not good.
Then on that note, I suggest we talk to Jack. We'll get back to you on that.
Oh, I don't know why Craig had to come back to town.
I really don't want to talk about it.
Well, it's not your fault, darling.
Listen, you want me to get you something to drink?
No, thanks. I've had quite enough. Oh, I have some nice news for the two of you. I'm going to make this lovely young wife of yours a very rich young lady.
Hey, are you ready for that dance?
No, I spoke with the investigator. He's got a team on the grounds.
You hired a team?
Yeah, and one of them spotted somebody that fits Montgomery's description sprinting across the garden, so I'm going to go take a look.
What? With what? One of those night scopes? Or you chartered a helicopter, maybe?
Whatever it takes, Meg.
You're playing into his hands!
Meg, is everything all right?
You know, Paul, with Craig.
No love lost.
Oh, now look what I've done.
Oh, you know what? There's an attendant in the ladies' room. She'll have a needle and thread.
Good idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. You're one of the nurses, aren't you?
Yes, why?
One of our guests isn't feeling well.
Hello? Hello? The manager told me that someone needs to see a nurse.
You're so lovely.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you. And I knew you'd come. Such a compassionate woman.
You planned this? That whole thing with the magician? That was...
Just my little way of getting you alone.
You're sick. You know that? Pretending to be concerned about people's feelings. And I bought that. I supported your stupid fundraiser because I thought it was your way of making up for crossing the line with Jennifer's family. But it was all one big joke.
Oh, no. I took it very seriously.
Oh, well, you will. When the hospital board sues you for fraud.
Well, no. The money's very real, and the hospital will be very happy.
Okay, so what is all this?
I told you it's my way of getting you alone.
Why?
Because I didn't want Paul to interrupt us. Truce?
That depends.
You know why you're here? You're here because you're kind. You heard that someone was in trouble and you came running. Well, I need your help.
With what?
I need a friend, Meg. Ever since I've been back here, you're the only person that's treated me like a human being. Even my own daughter, she's not on my side.
I'm not on your side.
And yet you just admitted that
Yeah,
you're supporting
well, you
me.
know what? That was a mistake.
No. Paul's the mistake, Meg. He's weak, and he's gonna bleed you dry. You need someone who can offer you more.
Yeah, well, I'm not having this conversation.
Well, then let's stop talking.
No sign of Craig?
No, plenty of signs of Craig. Too many, in fact. Have you seen Meg?
She had a little problem with her costume. She went to the ladies' room to find the needle.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm looking for Meg.
I don't know where she is. Why would I know?
Well, it's just that I think she's in the ladies' room, and I can't go in there.
She's not in the ladies' room.
Don't ever do that again.
Mr. Montgomery?
Good. It's all falling into place.
Hey. What happened?
Craig! Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I'm not trying to pick a fight.
Look, can we just go back to the party?
No, not yet.
Please?
Look, I know you. Something happened. What is it?
I found Craig.
What do you mean you found Craig? You found Craig where?
Here, in one of the hotel rooms.
Which room?
I don't remember. It's not like I was expecting to see him. It was a complete surprise.
What did he want?
I didn't stay long enough to find out. Look, we just forget this.
No. Meg, look, I've learned, okay? Forgetting about Craig Montgomery, it can be hazardous to your health.
I'm fine. Look, let's just go home, okay? I want to be alone with my love.
Where do you want me to put him?
The dumpster's out back. Oh, no.
What are you trying to pull, huh? What did you do to Meg?
Oh, I assure you it was completely innocent.
If you ever go near her again.
The master of the empty thread. You failed to protect Rose. You failed to protect Rosanna, Emily, even your own sister.
You want to put me to the test? I will destroy you.
Whoa! What's going on here?
Greg, staying out of trouble?
Not by a long shot. There's a court order keeping him 50 feet away from my grandson. He not only violated that, but he would have grabbed Johnny if he had had half a chance.
Barbara, you still hitting the port wine there?
Actually, believe it or not, my mother knows what she's talking about. It wouldn't be the first time he tried to kidnap a kid.
Wait, Paul, you saw him with Johnny?
No, but he tried to trap Meg.
I what?
What are you doing? Can we just get this over with? Will you just do your job? I'm doing my job.
You need to calm down.
If you just let me explain.
Nobody wants to hear any more of your lies.
Oh, please, he isn't worth it.
You should listen to your girlfriend, Paula, before you get yourself into real trouble. It's just a series of simple misunderstandings.
There is nothing simple about your track record. Has everyone here forgotten that he almost killed a woman?
Oh, tonight?
No, his former wife.
It was ruled an accident.
It wasn't an accident.
He was cleared of those charges.
He's still not supposed to be anywhere near my nephew.
I went up to Barbara's suite to deliver a message.
What message?
No one is interested in anything you have to say.
Where's the
Craig.
child now?
With his daughter in the ballroom.
Lucy has him?
Yes, and for all we know, they have something prearranged.
Okay, I'll go check the ballroom.
No, you know what? I'll do it myself.
No, I'm gonna go here with my date.
Look, okay, fine. We'll all go. But you, don't leave my sight.
Happy to cooperate, officer.
Oh, please. What are you waiting for? Go arrest him.
See, there he is, safe and sound.
What is this, your entourage?
And I hear there's a court order against this guy, huh?
Yes, thank you, Dallas. I'll take it from here.
Brother or no brother, arrest him, Margot.
Come on, Dallas. Let Margot's family sort this out.
Thank you.
Whatever you say. I'll be nearby if you need me.
Great, that's great. Thanks.
You want me to find Dustin?
I'm right here. You go near my son again and I'll kill you.
Hey, you don't make threats like that with a room full of police officers. So, Craig, what was this whole evening about?
You've seen what it's about. We raised a small fortune for Memorial Hospital.
To you, it was about getting close to my son.
Sorry you see it that way.
Did you or did you not go to Barbara's suite?
Yes, but
Well, then I'm sorry, Craig. I have no choice but to arrest you for violation of...
Wait, I have something here that might change your mind. Tom, will you do the honors?
What is it?
The restraining order against Craig has been overturned. There is no legal reason that he can't spend time with his son from now on.
You see those?
It's legal, Dusty. This court order was imposed on Jennifer's behalf. And now that she's gone, the judge has ruled it null and void. Not only that, Craig's position as Johnny's biological father has been fully acknowledged.
I'm his parent. I've got adoption papers.
And nothing changes regarding custody. You retain full custodial rights as Johnny's legal guardian.
Are you saying that Craig can't be arrested?
For what, Barbara? He's broken no law.
Are you sure that you didn't know that this was in the works?
Of course I didn't know, but I'll call Judge Lowry and see if I can get some background on it.
No judge is going to tell me what to do with my son.
It's only a matter of time before I shred that sham of a custody arrangement as well.
You'll never get my son.
Daddy, please don't make threats like that.
Tell me how not to love my son. I couldn't walk away from Johnny anymore. I can walk away from you.
You got a bad habit of destroying what you love.
Not this time. I have an army of lawyers too, Craig.
I'm ready. You'd be surprised who will line up on my side. Let's just go.
Hey. What was that look that he gave you back there?
Craig is just trying to get to you.
Did he get to you?
What?
Is that what happened? Is that why you came back to the party all flustered?
Could you be a little less suspicious?
Could you be a little more specific?
Okay, fine. Here's exactly what happened. Some assistant manager came up to me saying that there was a guest at the hotel that needed medical assistance. He knew I was a nurse at the hospital, so I went to check, and when I got there, Craig opened the door.
Leave it to Craig to get you alone in his hotel room.
And the minute I realized who it was, I left. So he obviously didn't get to me, did he?
Why did he think that he would?
I don't know, Paul. Maybe he was trying to create a situation where you and I would end up fighting just like this.
Did he touch you?
Paul,
Come on, Meg, tell me the truth. Did Craig make a move on you? Look, I know how this guy operates.
Yeah, well, so do I.
And if he tried to touch you or intimidate you, I'd like to know about it. Meg, will you please just tell me what happened upstairs?
For the last time, nothing happened. Are we gonna argue every time Craig looks at me?
I just don't want to lose you.
You won't ever lose me.
And I don't trust that guy.
I heard that about 1,000,000 times tonight. I love you, Paul. Do you hear me? I love you.
Well, I love you too. It hurts like hell when someone betrays your trust, doesn't it, Emma?